Hi guys, so I'm on top of the Universal parking garage, kind of a ways down there, so I'm at Universal today just to kind of walk around, just to kind of do something with my day. Do you ever just get that feeling you're at home and you're just like, I want to be productive and have fun at the same time? And what other place to go when you can go whenever you want? A theme park. Also, the last couple times that I've come, it's been for horror nights. I haven't really come during the day just to kind of walk around, see what the crowds are like on a day where horror nights is also going on, so it's probably gonna be a little bit lighter today crowd-wise. Also, I know a lot of Christmas decorations are up, as well as the Halloween ones that are obviously still up right now, so just like the transitionary time. I also wanted to check out the Back to Hogwarts event they've been having going on for the past like couple months. I don't really know anything about it other than that it's a thing that's going on, so I want to just see if that's still a thing, or if it was a thing, just see what I can do with it. So let's go have some fun. You know, most people take pictures from the bridge or on the other side of the globe, but you can come right underneath the Universal globe. You can literally get right underneath it. Usually the mist is pretty intense, but it doesn't really look that bad right now, but this is kind of fun, right? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So I'm heading into Universal, obviously. Now I'm gonna go try to check out the Back to Hogwarts thing that I mentioned. I don't really know. I think it's some sort of a scavenger hunt, but I don't know if it's like a real scavenger hunt or if it's like a on your phone kind of a thing. I think I'm supposed to go to, I guess, the Universal store. It's one of the places where you can like get a map. I don't know, I have no idea, but I haven't heard much about it or seen many people doing it. So I'm gonna see if I can go do it. I wanna see what it's all about. I didn't know if I was gonna make it back to Horror Nights this year or not. I really kinda wanted to. I wanted to come during the daytime just to see what the scare zones look like during the daytime and the crowds and all that, and do Stay and Scream. I've never done Stay and Scream before, but I think that's it. I think I got 4 visits in, and I think that was a good amount of trips to make. 4 visits, getting to see all the houses and the scare zones, eating the food, watching the show. I don't know, I feel very fortunate and satisfied that I got to do what I ended up getting to do. Although I'm figuring out that my house rankings are kind of flipped of what most people actually enjoy versus what I enjoy, but I guess to each their own. Everybody enjoys things in their own way. But I think I'm finally gonna head inside now because I've been kind of walking around here for a little bit and I want to start doing things. Alright, first stop is gonna be the Universal Studio Store just to see what they have to say about Back to Hogwarts. So they allegedly do not have Back to Hogwarts going on still. I had asked a couple times, just I guess so he would know what I was talking about. There's also another place in Diagon Alley where you're supposed to be able to collect a map. So I may try to make my way over there just to ask again, just to be sure, but he said it may have ended like at the end of September, so I may be a month old with wanting to try to do this, which kind of stinks, but I just wanted to see if I still could. The actual scavenger hunt I think took place on Twitter though, so I don't know how much of a scavenger hunt it was. The Harvest Scare Zone, this is kind of weird just to see during the day, because I think the last time I came during the daytime was before I ever went to Horror Nights. So now knowing what this is at nighttime, this is a lot different. I walked over here behind all of these Carney games just to check out the Stranger Things queue, because this gets really intense at night, especially in the last couple weeks of the event, as everybody comes out here just to do it around Halloween time. But this entire queue is going to be filled up this weekend. Alright, so I guess I'm going to head back in this direction. I don't know, that was kind of deflating not to get to do the Back to Hogwarts thing. I didn't think it was still going to be going on, but I never read anywhere that it stopped yet, so I don't know. So the Superstar Parade is about to come down the street. But this is really weird just to see this area nice and open, not have there be any zombies running around trying to bite people. This is weird. The stage with the dead performers over there is also interesting to see, as well as this van. One thing that I never did, which I wish that I remembered to do, is I never checked to see if you could go from the Vamp 85 scare zone into the Killer Clowns scare zone. I always assumed that it was going to be blocked off and you had to kind of go the natural route to get to the other scare zone, but I don't know, this area could have been open. It should have been, probably, right? It's interesting though, because right now the parade is literally heading this way right now, so I have to get out of the way. But the road comes right up to the edge of the scare zone. This is so cool to see during the daytime. The parade's coming this way right now, but it's just so interesting how everything is just shoved up against the side over there. Alright, I'm gonna get out of the way before the parade comes. So I know it literally debuted just a few months ago, but I miss seeing the cinematic celebration over here. It was just a really beautiful show, just a fun, kinetic way to end the night. And I want to see it again. I also want to go over there and see those pumpkins again during the daytime, because I've only seen them during the night with a lot of fog and lights recently. And it looks like I got out of the way just in time, because there's the parade, the Superstar Parade. And now I'm gonna head this way. Wow, there's really nobody over here, is there? Alright, but now to head into Diagon, I believe to Wiseacres, to settle once and for all this back to Hogwarts thing, if I totally missed the bus on it, or if it's still going on somehow. I want to find out. Alright, it is definitely a lot busier in Diagon Alley than it was during Horror Nights, that is for sure. So I'm looking at this old blog post, and it says that I can get a map at Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment in Diagon. So I guess I'm gonna go try to figure out where that is. I don't remember. Alright, I am pretty sure. Yes, okay, this is Wiseacres. I thought so. Alright, good. Alright, so I'm in Wiseacres right now, and I've never really taken the time to look up in here because it is absolutely beautiful. I don't know why my camera just tilted like that. That was weird. But wow, this is incredible. All the lights and things that are moving in here, I love it. So unfortunately, it looks like the Back to Hogwarts event is no more. A little bit sad, but I was also never really informed about it in the first place, so I don't really know how big of a deal or fun that it was if I didn't really hear anything about it. But it would have been cool to do, I guess. But now I can kind of walk around and take a little bit more time just checking out the scare zones and maybe the Christmas stuff over at Islands. We'll see. I know the last Horror Nights that I went to, the walls were still up over here, but this is the new Globus Mundi store. I'm assuming that's going to be some sort of a travel agency luggage front. I have no idea, honestly. I just know what everybody else has been talking about, but it's not open yet. But I still like the colors of it, the orange and the purple and stuff. It really fits in with Diagon Alley, that's for sure. So something else that I really wanted to do is run into Ollivanders in here. The dragon's about to go off in just a second. But I wanted to see the new wands that they have, because apparently they have the Fantastic Beast wands in here. Now everybody's just standing here. It's a little bit awkward. Oh, here he goes. Or she goes. I forget that it's technically a girl, I believe, that people have agreed upon, but let's go see some wands. Alright, so per usual, it is really, really busy in here, but after looking around for about 15 minutes, I finally found up there, those are the new wands. And one of them right now, this is Mr. Nicholas Flamel. It's not going to focus on the name, but this is his wand right here with this really interesting hook at the end of it, almost like a tooth or a claw. This is really incredible. Let me see if it'll focus on the name for me. There it goes. This one right here is Newt's wand. Which this one is really, really cool, actually. I think it has a little bit of mother of pearl there at the end. These are all non-interactive, by the way, which means they're a lot heavier. This one's super cool. This is Albus Dumbledore's, I guess, original wand, before he was the possessor of the Elder Wand. This one's really, really fancy, and it's beautiful. This one is, I believe, a newish character, Porpentina Goldstein. So some sort of a relation to Queenie Goldstein. This one's very, very simple, just a wood wand. And so now this one is Queenie Goldstein's. This one is really cool and has a little bit of a pearl at the end of it right there. Very, very shiny handle, that's for sure. It is really challenging to show these all off because of how busy it is, but this is Lita Lestrange's. I believe that is Newt's love interest. This is beautiful. So this one is gorgeous. This belongs to Theseus Scamander. And the handle of this one, it's kind of hard to tell, but it almost looks like marble. It's actually really, really shiny and gorgeous. It's incredible. All right, and the last wand to check out is Grindelwald's. And it is pretty much exactly the Elder Wand, also known as Albus Dumbledore's wand. I tried to see if there was any kind of a difference, but it doesn't look like it at all. But it says Grindelwald. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I swear, every time I go into that store, I have to say a little prayer because of how busy and cramped that it always is, but it's always really cool just to see what's new and what they have there. Those, I think, were the 8 new wands that were released for a limited time, I believe, for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which opens up later on in November, which I am definitely excited to see. And those are really cool to get to see as well. So now I can breathe a little bit more easy being outside. It still feels really nice. So I think I'm going to go ahead around Universal, check out the other scare zones that I missed, and then maybe head over to Islands because I do have to leave here kind of soon. I spent a lot of time in there just trying to navigate the crowd and take the wands off because they were kind of in an awkward place. But okay, let's head out of Diagon. The lagoon right now does look really, really quiet and beautiful. I don't know why. Alright, gonna head over into, I guess, the Twisted Traditions and then out of the scare zone, the Chucky scare zone, sorry. It was actually pretty pleasant to walk through the Simpsons area without there being a bunch of chainsaw people chasing me around. So this is cool. This is a new animated Grinch movie photo op over here right in front of animal actors. This is super cool, I like that. But now I'm heading into Twisted Traditions. I would have thought this was going to be a little bit more enjoyable to walk through today because I thought it wouldn't really be that busy, but it's actually proving to be pretty busy today. Like even on par with a busy Halloween Horror Nights night. I guess sans all the smog and the fog and the scare actors. It is really cool though to look at all the pumpkins and just see how different they all are comparatively to the one before it. I think they're all different. I do not see a repeated pumpkin at all. This guy's kind of gross. It is cool how you have some of the more orange ones and then you have some really dead looking ones like this guy. But for the most part they are all orange, really vibrant. This poor guy doesn't even have a face. That's kind of sad. Okay, wanted to see if I missed anything else. This is the famous Carrie sign. And then over here, I don't think I've seen this during the day at all, is the church. This thing is really creepy, but just adds so much detail to the events. And they don't really even use it as much as I thought they would. This looks like some sort of a giant meeting area for a bunch of scare actors and all sorts of stuff. I don't know, it's just so freaking creepy, and I like it. I don't love it, I like it. So there's the church right there. There's Twisted Traditions right back there. This is the horror makeup show, and there's Mel's Drive-In, which later on is going to be the Die-In. And then I'm heading down this way into Chucky. There's Bart and Marge over there, and it looks like over there is Scooby-Doo, and I see Velma. And this is the Chucky scare zone. Not a lot going on during the day over here because it's mostly rolled out at night. Yeah, it looks just like Scooby-Doo and Velma. That's kind of interesting. Right around here is where they had a giant monkey on a barge, or I guess on a float during Horror Nights, but he's not here right now. Alright, so I think it's about time for me to go ahead and head on out. I do have to get going to work. I tell you what, I really wish they had the back to school scavenger hunt going on. This is the blog post for it. And down at the bottom, this is kind of what the maps looked like. It went on in Diagon Alley and over at Hogsmeade, I think, but it really looked like it was very heavy on social media, like it involved Twitter. Begin your journey in Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade. It will form you the accounts to open. You have to have a park-to-park ticket. And it takes place on Twitter. Okay, so it did take place on Twitter. See, but that's okay, I guess, because Universal's announced that they're going to be doing more events like that, I think, in the future, because they're not doing a celebration of Harry Potter this year, which makes me really sad. But they said to kind of make up for that, they're going to be doing more Potter stuff, which I really look forward to because I really like events and things they put on like this. Alright, I have to get going to work. I still have to make it back to my car and then drive to work, and I probably should have left a few minutes ago because I have 45 minutes to get there, but that was my trip to Universal. I know I said I was going to try to go to Islands to look at the Christmas stuff that they have over there, but they're really only like halfway done. I think they just did Seuss Landing, so they still have a lot to go. So I'm gonna wait till they're done, I guess, to maybe go and check out the Christmas stuff over there. So I just kind of kept it to Universal today, just seeing all the Halloween stuff that they still have out and about over here. And it was a nice little trip. I got to see the new wands and stuff. Didn't get to do the Back to Hogwarts scavenger hunt, but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open for something else that they do later on. But thank you for coming with me today, just to have a little moment of peace, enjoying the, I guess more than a moment, like 2 hours, enjoying the weather and having a good time at Universal. So I'll see you soon, and goodbye.